Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a long time since the words reading vlog has appeared in any of my videos, but I'm gonna try to do that today. And I just wanted to do like a short daily or day reading vlog because I haven't done a video in so long, and every time I tried to make a weekly reading vlog I would just give up in the middle of it, and I'm just gonna dip my toes in, you know, baby steps. If you've been following me, you know I've been mostly just gaming, so I kind of turned my channel into gaming plus reading, and that's what I love to do. So I kind of just combine the two, and so you'll see a lot of gaming and hopefully more reading back up again very soon. So I am just doing what I can to get back into my books, all of my books that I have not read on my shelves. Oh my gosh, all the books that I get every month, because I'm still subscribed to Book of the Month because I don't want to miss out on any of the good mysteries and thrillers that they have. For today, I am reading, or I'm about to actually finish this book. It's a middle grade. It's called Cyclone, and I'm on page 313, and the audiobook I believe is like 20 minutes left. So I don't think I'm gonna sit here and read this because currently I'm also playing Disney Dreamlight Valley. Let me see if I can show you guys. Yeah, this is what I'm currently doing. So I'm going to finish listening to the audiobook as I play Disney Dreamlight Valley because I have lots to do in there, like a lot to do. So I'm gonna do that, but let me tell you about this book. I'm glad I'm finishing it, getting through it, but is it like a 5-star, even a 4-star? No. In this story we have two cousins, Nora and Riley, and they are at an amusement park, and Nora wants to get on a really scary, terrifying roller coaster. Nora eventually gets Riley to get on this roller coaster because something happened the night before where they got into an argument, and now Nora is pretty much blackmailing Riley into getting on this roller coaster. So after they get on this roller coaster, something happens where Riley ends up in the hospital. She can't speak, she can't walk, she can't talk, and I won't say too much more. This is about Nora feeling terrible about what happened to her cousin because she feels that it is all her fault, and basically the steps through her recovery, and I'm sure eventually at the end them making up. That's where I'm at. Again, I'm almost done. It is a little sad, obviously, you know, it takes place mostly in the hospital where they're at, and just Nora dealing with everything that's going on. I'm so happy that I'm being able to finish a book that's on my shelf. Like, I haven't done that in so long, you do not understand. After I'm done with that book, I think I'm gonna go try to find another audiobook. I also have credits on Libro FM, so I might look on there. I might pick some books that I have on my shelf just because that's the only way right now that I'm gonna get through any of the books on my shelves. And as well as Libby, that's kind of my first thing that I do. If it's on my shelf, I add it to my Libby app, so that way I know I can get through the book without physically reading it unless I feel the mood to physically read. You know how you still want to read a story, you still want to get through a book, but you just don't want to sit down and read? Yeah, I'm there. I think that's what I need to do to get back into reading physically, which I really want to do. Hopefully these reading vlogs really push me into reading my books again physically, because I miss holding a book. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish this audiobook while I play Disney Dreamlight Valley, and I will get back to you when I decide on what I'll be reading next. Zone. Pretty good book, not something I would probably read again. I got through it pretty quick actually. I didn't think I would enjoy it as much as I did. I have picked out a few other books that I might be in the mood for. On Audible I have 2 credits. One of the credits I use for a book that I do have physically, so I will be reading physically and following along with the audiobook here and there, and that is The House Across the Lake by Riley Sager, which Riley Sager can go either really bad or really good for me personally. I know a lot of people either really love his writing or don't really care for it, and I'm like in the middle. My favorite book of his so far is Home Before Dark, Haunting of Hill House vibes. Loved it, loved it. So I'm in the mood for something spooky, something mysterious. I don't know which book I'm going to start yet, but let me share the other books with you. It does give me Woman in the Window vibes, which I was not a fan of at all. The movie, I started the book, couldn't finish it, so I don't know. I'm hoping this is going to be a lot better. Next, I have 2 books. I did not spend the credits on these yet. I have 4 credits on Libro FM, so I could potentially get both of these as audiobooks, but I want to see which I'm in the mood for more, if that makes sense. So they're both mystery thrillers, murder mystery thrillers. I believe they're both murder mystery thrillers. Killers of a Certain Age is about a group of 4 older women in their 60s who I believe are assassins or were assassins, and they are retiring. But of course, being an assassin, you can't just retire from that job and like live like a normal happy life. You kind of have to like lay low and all that stuff. They get the chance to go on a vacation, an all expense paid vacation by one of their own, and suddenly they're marked for death. And that's all I'm gonna read, that's all I'm gonna go into, because I want to find out the murder mystery on my own or just read it. So it's really tempting. So this might be one of the ones I read. But I also have You're Invited, which has been on my shelf for a while. She's invited to her friend's wedding, finds out it's her ex-boyfriend that she's marrying, and wants to stop the wedding. I believe the bride-to-be dies and they are suspecting her. Well, the bride's missing and presumed dead, and when the main character Amaya's past kind of comes up and everyone is, you know, figuring out her past, they are suspecting she might have something to do with it. But for now, I do think I want to start House Across the Lake by Riley Sager. Ever since Home Before Dark, I've been looking for a book just like that. I also have another book that is on my list, which says, let me go to it because I don't want to mess this up. And I loved Home Before Dark because Haunting of Hill House, obviously, so I need something like that again. So there's a book, I don't have it physically, which is a bummer, but I will be buying it if I enjoy the audiobook because this cover is amazing and I'll need it on my shelves. That's how I spend my money, I don't care. But it is called Just Like Home. I'll put it somewhere so you can see the cover, and I've never read anything by this author. It says this book is perfect for fans of Netflix's The Haunting of Hill House, that's me, as well as HBO's true crime masterpiece I'll Be Gone in the Dark, which I feel like I started watching at one point. I don't know if I finished it. Is there a book I'll Be Gone in the Dark? Because if there is, maybe I read the book. But they had me at Haunting of Hill House, so I'm gonna go ahead and get that book, start The House Across the Lake by Riley Sager, and see where I go from there. But I will be continuing playing the game for just a little bit longer, and then when I decide to take a break, I will be physically reading along with the audiobook. Fingers crossed that I find a book that I really enjoyed this year, but we'll see. I'm very comfy cozy right now because I am about ready for a nap. I just finished recording episode 3 of my Wildflowers Let's Play, and I started getting so sleepy in the middle of it, and then I just ate pizza, and now I'm ready for a nap. But I did want to update you guys on what I listened to from my audiobook of The House Across the Lake by Riley Sager. I am almost finished with this, and I'm not super into it, but I'm like, I do want to see the outcome. I feel like there's a lot going on and nothing at all. I don't know, it's a weird feeling. I feel like I'm getting closer and closer to something that's really good for this year because I still haven't found my favorite book of the year, which is kind of disappointing. And then later this week or over the weekend, I'm going to do an unhaul. So I'm going to go through my shelves and really force myself to get rid of the books that either I'm not going to read, not going to pick up again, or just that I just didn't like, even if the covers are gorgeous. No, I'm gonna take that back. I am really ready for a nap. I'm glad I at least vlogged for more than one day. I am proud of myself for getting this far. I know I look a mess right now, but I'm sleepy. I'm gonna get a nap in and I'll update you guys on my next book that I pick up to read.